Hello, my name is Kim Smith. Welcome to the reflection video portion of my portfolio for the Master of Educational Technology program at Boise State University. I'd like to start with a little background information about myself. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education from the University of Montana. I graduated in 2008 and have been teaching in Colstrip, Montana for the past 7 years. I taught first grade for 4 years and third grade for 2. I'm currently the elementary technology specialist for our K-5 elementary school. My job description includes delivering technology-related instruction to each of the grade level classrooms in our building once a week, working with a group of 4th grade students to publish a monthly school newspaper, and working with a group of 5th grade students to produce a news program that is broadcast to the students in our school each week. I'm an administrator for my school's website, as well as the lead trainer for the teachers' web pages. I work with teachers and other staff members to assist with technology integration in classrooms. I implemented a program called Tech Tool of the Month that not only encourages the use of a variety of technologies by staff members, but also promotes the exploration and self-teaching of new technology skills. I was recently asked to expand this program district-wide, so that will be a new goal of mine in the coming months. In addition to working for the Colstrip School District, I also occasionally teach professional development courses for teachers at a regional community college. I've taught courses on interactive whiteboard integration and using Twitter for professional development. When I stop and think about it, I really wear a lot of hats, but I love my jobs and couldn't ask for anything better. When I began the MET program in the fall of 2013, I had a couple of motives for doing so. My undergraduate degree program was technology rich, and I had exposure to many different types of instructional technologies. Nonetheless, when I began teaching here in Colstrip, the technology at my disposal was fairly archaic in nature. I had a 19-inch TV mounted on the wall that had a DVD player and a VCR attached to it. I had one Dell desktop computer that actually connected to our school network. I had 2 ancient Macs that I don't even think turned on, and I had an overhead projector. During my second year, my district received a grant that would allow us to acquire new technology for classroom use. I joined the core team and began receiving training on how to effectively integrate technology. There, I developed a passion for learning about instructional technology and its effect on student learning, and I was constantly searching for meaningful ways to utilize technology in the classroom with my own students. The technology we have in our building now has increased exponentially. We have smartboards in every classroom, iPad minis for small group use in kindergarten through 2nd grade, and Android tablet labs in every classroom in 3rd through 5th grade. Much of our curriculum is now web-based as well, and over the last couple of years, my interest in educational technology has expanded even more to include helping teachers to effectively integrate technology. In reflecting upon my experiences this past year and a half, I have gained so much more than I ever would have anticipated. I was teaching 3rd grade during the first 2 semesters that I was involved in the program. The courses I was taking allowed me numerous opportunities to design instruction for use with my students, but I was also able to share what I was learning with other teachers. In doing so, I unintentionally established myself as a technology leader among our staff. And when the opportunity arose for me to step into the technology specialist position, I was eager to have an even greater opportunity to put to use what I had and would be learning in my ed tech classes. I stepped into the position with very little curriculum to guide what I was to teach. I used some of the big-ticket items that we had discussed in courses to guide my way. This year, I focused mostly on students' learning and adopting of positive digital citizenship practices, media literacy, and general computer user skills. I'm also on a curriculum committee that is currently working to update our technology standards. It has been so rewarding to see kids interact with technology in ways that they had no idea they could. The highlight of this was in December when all of the students in my school participated in the Hour of Code. Some kids excelled more than others, regardless of grade level, but there were some kids who really took the challenge and ran with it. They were so excited to participate and learn a bit about computer coding languages. To really display how useful my EdTech courses have been to me in my professional life, I would like to showcase a few of the projects that I have completed that I'm the most proud of and that I feel best display the skills I've developed as a result of the EdTech program. I hope you enjoy viewing them as much as I enjoyed creating them. Thanks for watching. The first artifact I'd like to share with you is the PBL unit that I created for EdTech 542 Tech-Supported Project-Based Learning. At our school, we actually do project-based learning once every week and just kind of carry our units over week to week, in addition to our regular curriculum that we have to teach. So I developed this for students at my school because we have wood chips on our playground that the kids really don't like, and they've started petitions and had kids sign them in order to try to get things to change, but their efforts didn't really go anywhere. And so I wanted to give them an avenue to actually try to implement change by proposing a solution rather than just pointing out there was a problem. So if you take a look at the overview page, this just kind of gives a quick look at what the unit is. It's designed for 4th grade students with the main focus of ELA, but also math. It is centered around the driving question, what is the best material for our playground surface? So the students actually have to find out how the other kids in school feel. They have to perform research on different types of playground surfaces and how much they cost. They have to propose ways to raise funds to change the playground surface. And all of those questions are addressed here in the questions that support the driving question. This unit is tied to the Montana Math and ELA Common Core Standards, which we have to teach to here in the state of Montana, and is also focused on the development of 21st century skills. The entry event is the hook that kind of brings the kids in and gets them excited about the project. And for this, the entry event, it just seemed appropriate to let them go out and play on the playground so that they were interacting with those wood chips to get them thinking about, about what they thought about them. The products and performances as a result of this project, the final product is actually a group presentation that will communicate the need for change and propose the solution to the problem. This is to be presented twice, once for their class and administration within our school, and a second time at a school board meeting to have the major decision makers of our district aware of this issue and all of the work that they put into finding solutions. Reflection is also a key part of project-based learning, and so reflection will happen in this project on an individual basis through blogging, through whole class reflection in conversation, and then the teacher will also model reflection by keeping her own blog that talks about what's working, what's not working, to demonstrate what they should be thinking about as they're learning. There are a variety of formative assessments that take the shape of mostly data collection tools, student interview forms. Their blog is a form of a formative assessment. And then the summative assessment is actually a final project rubric in which the group is evaluated and individual students will also evaluate themselves. So there are multiple avenues for assessment provided for this project. The resources needed is more a page for the teacher to step out. These are the things you need to collect in order to get started. The people who are key players in the project, and then the technology that is needed in order to support the activities within the unit. The project timeline is probably the most important of the project pages, just because it steps out each week of the project and what happens in each week in order to make sure that by the end of the 6 weeks, the students are ready for their final presentations. So this is kind of a roadmap to the completion of the project, so to speak. The teaching and learning guide is also really important because it says here are the products of this unit, and here's what the kids need to know and need to be able to do in order to complete these products. And then here is scaffolding and lessons that the teacher can provide to the students in order to be sure that they can do the things they need to do to get the projects done. For instructor resources, this page collects all of the files that are downloadable so that they can be reproduced for students. And the tools and resources is more of the electronic version of the files, where it's the links to all of the created sites and that are used for the project, so that accounts can be set up, like KidBlog, the class needs to be set up, and you know, the teacher can become familiar with the different things that are going to be used ahead of time. So really, that's the overview of my PBL unit, and I haven't implemented it yet, but I do hope to have the opportunity to do that. I'm hoping to be able to work with the 4th grade teachers to kind of get this project going in the near future. So that is my first artifact. Thank you. The second artifact that I would like to share with you is the mini documentary that I created for EdTech 533, YouTube for Educators. The reason why this is such a notable artifact for me is because it's the artifact that really got me using Adobe Premiere Pro and got me learning about video editing and all of the things that programs are capable of doing. You know, once you take the time to learn about them. So I went and collected video files and some photos of Castle Rock Lake, which is a lake that is right outside the edge of the town of Colstrip, and developed this informational video to share with students, because there's some history of the lake that they probably don't know, and so it's very informative. But you can see, looking at my feed or at my workspace for Adobe Premiere, this is all of the video and the photos that I collected. There are certain transitions that I had to enter to just add different effects. The text tracks for the credits at the beginning and the end, you can see that is those there. It's a little bit difficult to see. I guess I can zoom into it so that you can tell a little bit easier what it is. But this is the title track and the video file that goes along with that. And then I put some photos and some video in there. Some maps to show, you know, where Colstrip is, and just some different historical pictures are part of it. As far as audio is concerned, I did have a soundtrack playing in the background as I spoke, so there are actually 3 different levels of audio that I had to work with here, which was a little bit tricky. Audio is still not my strong suit when it comes to editing video in Premiere Pro, but I'm working on it and I'm learning. So you can see how I had to stack all of the different clips and images. There are not transitions between all of the videos, just because it's kind of like PowerPoint then, too over the top. So I didn't add that in there. And then my credits at the end that you know, give all of the usage, the licensing rights, and that. So from here, I had to upload the video to YouTube because that was the point of the video. So here is my uploaded video, and I will link to this in this video so that if you would like to check out the actual video itself, you can watch it. I had to give my video a description. It ended up being about 4 minutes in length, and I'm really proud of it because it actually kind of made me feel like a movie producer, and it turned out with much better quality than I had even anticipated. So that is my artifact, my mini documentary for EdTech 533. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day.